Usually I go about my everyday life without a care in the world. However, there are days where I have an absence, where I lose awareness for a bit of time. The length of time can vary for different people, but we usually don't have much of a problem with it. Once the seizure ends, I can continue my life as normal.
Epilepsy has been a difficult experience for me, to put it mildly. Tonic-clonic, the doctors told 12-year-old me. After several attempts to get the right meds, I finally have it under control. Still, I can't change how it impacted me socially. It didn't help that I already sucked at socializing before my diagnosis. Then I had to put up with medical side effects and amplified stress. Thankfully, I got therapy and eventually told my friends, who were understanding about it. And then I patched things up with my family. Then I decided I'd try and overcome my reclusive nature. Museum tour will be on in a few minutes. Hopefully I can learn things and meet a few people along the way. I gotta stop wallowing in my problems like I'm Bruce Wayne or something. I'm gonna go to this museum tour, hope for the best, and see where it goes from there.
I have a problem going back to school.
Why?
It's so embarrassing having to tell the class about my epilepsy.
You shouldn't be embarrassed though.
I could be the only one in the school with it, and they mightn't know anything about it.
I guarantee you I'm not the only one in the school with epilepsy.
Really?
If you ever take a seizure, all you have to do is just move the stuff out of the way so you're
Okay.
not injured.
Okay.
Time the seizure.
So if it lasts any longer than 5 minutes.
It's to phone an ambulance.
Okay.
Have you told anybody about it?
No.
You need to tell somebody.
Okay. I'll try my best.
You'll be okay.
Okay. Thank you. You're the best brother.
Good morning, class. Olivia, welcome back. And I hope those 2 weeks off treated you well. You two, not as good a welcome. We just finished this first aid module, and you're the only two in the class who didn't pass. What I think would be a good idea is to take this from a different approach. I went to the museum at the weekend, and I think we should all go. I think it'd be a very, very good idea. We're going to head to the Irish Museum of Medieval Archaeology. There's an exhibition running called Medieval Maladies and Misadventures. It's a historical reenactment of medical treatment before people knew first aid.
Even though all that time was quite bad, now in the present time, they've developed loads more ways to deal with this. I'd like to show you this. There's a film in here, and it's talking about demonic possession and, like, exorcism. Now, would you mind? Come. Just one thing though. What's this thing around your neck?
It's a chain for my epilepsy, just in case anything happens, you ring these numbers.
Okay, then I have to say this. This has a lot of flash photography in it, scenes, so I don't think it really would be great if I showed you it.
See, here's the thing, you know, like, I have epilepsy, yes, tonic to be precise, but I'm not photosensitive. I'm not affected by, like, flashing images or anything like that, so I'm grand, like.
Yeah, not all people that have epilepsy are affected by flashing photography. Like, I have absences, and it's only like 3 to 5% that actually are affected by flashing images or things like that.
And are you really sure on all this?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'd say it'd be grand.
Okay then.
What did you think, Olivia?
It seems more like a medical condition than a demonic possession, to be honest.
Yeah. It seemed like the medical condition in the story was epilepsy, like I myself have it.
I have epilepsy.
You do?
I sometimes might be aware of what I'm doing, and I could just be wandering around.
Sounds tough.
Thank you for saying that. It gave me confidence.
Happy to help.
I was just too nervous to tell the two of you in school about epilepsy.
Sorry about telling you that it was your fault that we lost the school final. Does that mean you can come training tonight into the Dublin match on Sunday?
Oh, sure. That sounds good. Since the two of you know that I have epilepsy now, on the way home I'll tell the two of you more about it, so you will know what to do.
Great, now we have a chance of passing our first aid test.
Oh, we're good friends.
This is a disgrace. This publicity is not helping nobody. More cuts need to be made.
So, you've epilepsy, don't you?
Indeed.
So do I.
We need to wait for action as well, okay?
All right.
So, I like the enthusiasm.
The young male stands in front of the mirror, preparing himself for a mating ritual that has evolved throughout the ages. The potential mate stands in the watering hole, talking to a cougar which has recently entered the area. They are conversing about the young male, and the cougar is trying to discourage the young female from pursuing him. I would not mind tea. Thank you very much.
Cool. Yeah, make it yourself.
There's an assassin loose in the building. What? Don't just sit there.
Hi, Tom, it's Catherine. We're in Block J, room 10. Jack said that he's going into a seizure. I don't really know what that is.
At the moment he's a bit tired, like, you know, and he's, as I say, like, you know, he's coming in and out of consciousness, like, you know. He'll be like that for a while.
Why didn't you tell me you have epilepsy?
Oh, it's just I've had it for years and
there's always been a stigma against it, and I didn't think you'd look at me in the same way if I told you at the beginning.
Lights don't affect me. I don't have that kind of epilepsy. Like, you know, that doesn't affect all epilepsies. So.
Yeah, we get this problem a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a different epilepsy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I go to see
yeah,
all
she
the time.
can go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
Wouldn't it be absolutely dreadful to have epilepsy? And be like watching the cinema? I mean, the flashing lights now in these cinemas. I love the cinema. Like, I absolutely hate, 2 seconds. I'd absolutely hate to have like a seizure and like flop on the ground or something. Lovely bit of jewellery. I mean, epilepsy.
It's noon.
What do you think is most interesting to shoot? So maybe an idea came up while you were shooting. Tomorrow, people are going to have the chance to do all aspects of filmmaking, and how we'll do that is that there are going to be 3 workshops. They're all 45 minutes long, and everybody gets a chance to try each of them.
We have 3 actors. You're all going to be actors in this session, and you guys are going to decide amongst yourselves who you would like to be which character, and then we're going to do an exercise called hot seating, which is where the group will ask you questions as your character, the character that you've chosen, and you have to answer as the character. What characters could we have in this scene in the museum? What do we need?
For one, we'll probably get a tour guide.
So there's 2 people on the tour, and what are their characters like? So does one of these characters then have epilepsy, as we were saying?
They would have it, and they wouldn't really think you would have the same thing as well.
Yeah. That's interesting, yeah.
Start torture devices, as you can see.
It's my daughter. She is staring into space, and then she drops and shakes.
I'm sorry to tell you, but your daughter's being possessed.
Possessed?
Possessed.
By what?
Good morning, ladies. I would like to tell you about a new student. Hey, guys, shh, be quiet. I'd like to tell you about a new student who's coming to the class. Hey, missus, this is important. We're talking about epilepsy.
Letting each other be comfortable in what
they want to do. So if you want to be in front of the camera or behind, and acceptance of each other's roles and of the role they want to do, and group participation.
Like be able to like listen to others and their ideas, and you know like maybe take their ideas into account rather than dismissing them, or maybe like adapt to like you know what you have and just make the most of it, like, and just like include everybody, like use their you know creative like talents and you know like because like make sure everyone has got a part to play. Like.
Well, I took part in front and behind the camera, but I much prefer being behind the camera, and it's great fun just learning everything about filming and taking part.
I liked working with the boom the whole time. It was great fun. Making a film, it was also exciting, just coming up with the ideas.
I thought everyone worked with amazing imagination.
My poor child, what am I going to do? It's been a great week, it's been an amazing experience. It's something I've always wanted to do, and working in front and behind the camera was something I never thought I would get to do, but it was amazing. It was really exhilarating. I was shaking, but it was out of nervousness and in a good way, like it was insane. And it's been such a great experience, and I would love to do it again at some point.
It looks like such an old silent movie. You're brilliant.
Oh, it was a lovely and fun week. It was great. It was fun acting. Best part would have been being the characters. And lovely to meet all other people with epilepsy.
I think that the whole week's been going quite well. By doing this, I found it very enjoyable because I was able to learn some different things which I haven't learned before, such as how I can make films, what equipment you need to use, and also how I can actually just improve on making friends. And I have to say, by doing all of that, I actually feel by today, it's just gotten to be great.